Hello and welcome to another video. Today, as you can see, we are on Cold War. We have the Famas, or the FFAR as it's called in this game, and we're going to try and get to round 50. And I kind of, over the last few days, I just kind of wanted to return to like the beginning of my content creation, you know? I've been in a bit of a lull of late in just life, and I kind of just wanted to play some zombies and talk and just listen to the sound of my own voice, because every YouTuber absolutely adores that. We are all egotistical maniacs. Like, I just wanted to talk. Now, don't worry, this isn't gonna be like a talk as in where like I turn around and I go, I'm done with content creation, because it's actually quite the opposite. Actually, it's actually very, very much the opposite. I've never been hungrier and more eager to make content in my life. Genuinely, like, I think I'm probably one of the only zombies YouTubers who is actually excited for the new zombies game mode. I'm currently recording this on Saturday the 7th. I'll probably also hopefully be uploading it on Saturday the 7th, if not the Sunday the 8th of October. And COD Next was on the 5th. Now, they didn't play the new zombies, they just talked about it a bit. They showed off a couple of clips, a couple of trailers, and I think it looks good. I do, genuinely. I think it looks good. I think it's going to be a fun time. I've done a little bit of research after the event into like the actual details of the mode, and there's a lot there that I like. I know a lot of like the hardcore zombie like fans and YouTubers are crying about it and being like, oh my god, they're marketing it towards like hardcore zombie players, but it's not zombies. It's like, what else are they fucking gonna call it? You know, like undead men walking, you kill them mode. Like, no, it's zombies. The main premise is you go in. There's a cat messing at my feet, sorry. You go in and you kill zombies. It's as simple as that. It's all zombies has ever been, is you spawn in, you kill some zombies for a few rounds. Yeah, alright, it's grown into this massive thing over the last like decade where you've got Easter eggs and you've got characters that everyone cares about and you've got lore that people care about. You know, you've got round based, which everyone just seems to like if it's not got round based, they just turn into the biggest crybabies on the planet. You know, at the end of the day, it's zombies, you know? You spawn in, you pick a gun, and you shoot some zombies, which is exactly what I'm doing today. You know? Like, it's all there is to it. Sure, it's not round-based zombies, but that doesn't mean, like, everyone should be writing it off before they've ever even played it. There's literally, like, 12 people on the planet who have played the game mode. Yeah, I'm seeing hundreds, literally hundreds of people online crying and moaning and bitching and whining about it. And it's just like, give the game mode a fucking chance, you know? Just give it a chance. And like, it's all the same people as well that like, were crying about Cold War being too easy. And they're the same people that are like, oh, I can't wait for the next zombies experience. It's going to be a proper, true and tried zombies mode. It's like, no, fuckhead. It's going to be Cold War Zombies 2.0. Like, it is. I don't understand how everyone is so blinded by this nostalgia and the fact that, like, they think we're gonna get this, like, return to Black Ops 2 game mode next year from Treyarch. It's like, we're not. It's gonna be Cold War 2.0, and I couldn't be happier at that, because Cold War is probably the second best zombies they've ever released. I mean, for me at least it is. It's very much grown to be the second best, in my opinion, over the last year or so. We're gonna be having this exact same conversation next year when, you know, the marketing for the new game rolls around, and people are like, oh my god, they marketed it to be like for the veteran players, but it's just Cold War 2.0. And it's like, just fuck up, you know? Just fuck off. I'm so tired of just listening to the most entitled crybabies on the planet moaning that we've not got Black Ops 2 Zombies 8.0, you know? And I'm so glad we don't have that, because if they had just made the same game over and over and over again and they just kept on basically making it the way a lot of the community wants to make it, the game mode would be dead. All right, it'd be dead. It would have been died a long time ago. The only reason they'd be making it is because you'd all fucking throw a fit if they didn't. And it's just like, I like change, all right? And I know I sound like I'm rambling, because I am, but like, change is good. I like change. Change, especially when you've got a game mode that's lived for the past 15 years and has been mostly the exact same thing. That zombie learned how to fly. But like, change is good, you know, especially, like I said, this game mode's been around since 2008. 2008! Like, how can you still sit there and go, oh wow, Round-based, can't wait for that. Like, it's just, how? 15 years of the same shit, just a different map every couple of years. And I just don't understand how the second a studio tries to take the game mode and tries to have a bit of fun with it and tries to do things differently with it, 90% of the community throws a fucking fit. I don't get it. And I also, apologies for the swearing, and I know I've sweared a lot already this video, but like, I love this game, alright? I love Treyarch. I love Infinity Ward, I love Sledgehammer, everyone involved with Call of Duty, I love it, you know? I love COD. I'm locked in for life. I've been playing this game since I was 10 years old. I'm as passionate as they come when it comes to zombies. But like, I just don't understand how, like I keep saying, you can just write something off without even playing it. Like, you can just immediately think to yourself, oh, I'm not going to be able to get to round 50. It's immediately the worst thing in the world. I don't get it. I don't get it. The Easter egg side of it, I kind of understand. I'd be more upset with the fact that there's not like a true and told Easter egg in the game. I get that a lot more than people being pissed about non-round based. But I just, you know, like, make your own opinions when you play the game rather than making your opinion off of like a 15-minute video of some executive who's never held a controller in their life, who's been forced to play a game for X amount of time so they can release some footage, and then it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Just give the friggin' thing a chance. Because there is gonna come a day where we don't get zombies anymore, right? It's as simple as that. There is gonna be that day where they just think, you know what? Zombies is done. It's over, or whatever, and you're all then gonna be in actual ruin. So just enjoy it while we've got it, you know? Call of Duty's not gonna be around forever. Zombies isn't gonna be around forever. You're not gonna be around forever. So like, instead of just attacking everything because it's not the exact way you want it to be, just try it for yourself. Like, I promise you, you'll be a hell of a lot happier if you look at something new and go, do you know what? Not quite what I was expecting, but I'll give it a chance. I'll give it half an hour. I'll play it when I get my hands on it. I'm not gonna get too, like, you know, ahead of myself or whatever. I'll play it for myself when it's out. If I like it, cool. If I don't, cool. It's as simple as that, you know? You don't need to be a cunt. It's just like, it's just the way it is, man. And now that's a 10-minute rant done. I actually am really excited for MW3 Zombies. You know, like, I started making content 2.5 years ago on TikTok, and I grew a pretty large following. I think I still have over like 120,000 followers on TikTok. I know obviously over the last year or so it's been nowhere near my priority, but like at the beginning of my content journey, if you will, this is literally what I'd do. I'd boot up Cold War, I'd pick a gun, and I'd try and get to round 50 with it. You know? It was as simple as that. And I love doing this. And I've been loving doing this for those 2.5 years, you know? I wasn't the biggest fan of zombies for a few years before I started making content. I'm not gonna lie. You know, Black Ops 4 to Cold War, I was in a bit of a lull. I kind of thought I was done with zombies. But then Mao Zedong came out. And don't get me wrong, I liked Call of Duty. Like, I liked Cold War, sorry, when it came out, when it released, and I was playing it a lot. I was enjoying it. But I definitely wasn't playing it as much as I wanted to be. Mainly just because I was busy. I was in university, hating life because I was studying every day, trying to like balance all sorts of different things all at once, and then Call of Duty just kind of took a back burner for a bit. But then, like I said, Mao Zedong came out and I started making content on zombies. I've been making content for a few months prior to that, but it was around that time when I really started taking the zombie side of it like seriously. And like I said, I'd boot up Cold War, I'd pick a gun, and I'd try and get to round 50 with it. I'd intro the videos on TikTok by simply just saying zombies, and everyone loved it, and it really did spark this fire inside of me, not just for content creation, but also for zombies. And I'm really, really hoping MW3 kind of reignites that spark. You know, like, I know at the beginning of the video I said like I am rejuvenated. I am more than ever wanting to like make content, but I felt the exact same way before Vanguard. You know, I was in the exact same headspace. That game rolls around and it's just a dumpster fire, right? And all of that excitement, all of that like enthusiasm to have like a strong year of content creation and challenges and whatever else immediately went out the window. I can't believe I just took it down. But like, it all immediately went out the window, and I'm really hoping we're not gonna have a repeat of that, because I desperately want MW3 Zombies to do well, and I think it will do well. I've said it time and time again that I thought Outbreak was trash, but I've also said it time and time again that I thought it was one of the best ideas they've ever had for zombies. Take this massive open world and just like litter it full of zombies, and you've got to do missions, and you got to do everything else, and you got to try and survive, and you got to level up, and you got to do all this other stuff to basically survive, right? But when it came out, it was very, very, very bare bones. What they've done with this new version for MW3 is they've basically taken DMZ, which I thought was very good, which I liked a lot. You know, I made an entire second channel to try and make DMZ content. Unfortunately, I never really took it that seriously. But if it's anything like DMZ was just now, with zombies and a few AI humans and a bunch of teammates, I think I'm gonna like it. I do think I'm gonna like it. I definitely wouldn't say I'm a casual fan these days. I'm still very much like a hardcore fan of zombies. I play it every friggin' day, so I should hope I am. But I think I'm definitely one of the more open-minded zombie players, you know? So like, I'm looking forward to it, man. I am looking forward to it. It's gonna, I've got challenge ideas in mind. I've got content ideas in mind. You know, I'm gonna hopefully get back into streaming sometime this month, although that's a whole deliberation in itself, because I don't really know where I want to stream and what I want to stream and whatever else, which we'll probably talk about in a little bit. But like, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm not just excited for zombies for the first time in a while. I'm excited for Call of Duty. Unfortunately, I don't have a PlayStation, so I can't play the beta right now. But I will be playing the beta from, I think, the 12th it is, of this month. And I'll obviously be hopefully playing it a lot, or as much as I possibly can. I might stream a bit of the beta, a bit of the multiplayer, you know, bring out the old, like, 14-year-old in me who was pub stomping. And we've got all the same maps from when I was a kid as well coming back, because it's basically just MW2 multiplayer remastered, just with better mechanics, basically. So like, for the first time in a very long time, for the first time since Modern Warfare 2019, I'd say I'm excited for the full game, like for the full package, and it's a nice feeling. It's a really nice feeling. Oh my god, that was not a nice feeling, because he scared the crap out of me. Even though, like, I really went on to really enjoy Cold War Zombies, the game in general is trash, you know? Awful campaign, awful multiplayer, just overall, like a 3 out of 10 game. But the zombies in that game is 9 out of 10, you know, which is where the 3 points come from, I guess. But I'm so hopeful, man, that this game's gonna be good. I know I'm repeating the same stuff over and over again, because, like, I feel like I've been repeating the same few years again. Like, I'm just locked inside of some Stockholm Syndrome experiment where I get excited for COD. I play the beta, I love it. I'm really hopeful for the content year ahead, and then it all just blows up in my face and it all crashes and burns, and I get really sad. So I'm really hoping and banking that this year it is different. I know a lot of people, like content creators that I follow that are playing the game currently and have access to it through, you know, the beta and whatnot, are saying that, like, it's back, you know, COD is back. Obviously, you know, take that with a grain of salt. They say that every year, but this year around, it seems like a lot more people are saying it. It seems to be a lot more a universal agreement that, like, the game is good this year, like, it's actually enjoyable. Obviously, that's coming from, like, a multiplayer standard, but, like, I was a multiplayer kid. You know, I played multiplayer. It was the first thing I got into. It was what got me into COD. So, like, I'm just praying that when I get my hands on it in a week, I love it, man. You know, it's all I want. It's all I want. I deserve it, goddammit. I've put up with shit for the past 4 years. I want something good. Those are round 18. I've not been paying attention to what we're doing, but this Famas, kind of smacking. Also, you may be wondering, like, why are we doing like a round 50 on Cold War? It's been forever since we've done one of these. And a lot of it just comes down to the fact that, like, I'm still working on a pretty large Cold War video. Some of you will know I started working on a video, I think, back in February. Which is round 50 with every single gun in Cold War Zombies. The video itself is about, I'd say, a little over 3/4 done in terms of recording. It's all going to be post-com, like script written and everything like that. I'm hoping to get it out for the end of the year, like a big end of the year, like finale kind of thing. Like this is the big one. Hope you enjoy it. But I kind of just decided, you know what? I want to make this video where I just kind of talk and vent and get my feelings out and just listen to my own voice for 50 minutes. So, ooh, I got the mag. Even though I can't use it. So I thought, you know what? I might as well just use the time now to get one of those runs done for that video. Because why not? Because why not? I always have to really hope that my PC doesn't shit the bed, because I've neglected it for the past part of a year, and it is in dire need of being cleaned, and of late, it has been running really, really badly, especially on this game. So we're all gonna pray, even though you're gonna be seeing this many hours after I actually record it, so I'm gonna pray that my computer holds out for just 50 more minutes. Please. God, someone shouts at me to go and clean my computer in the comments. Please, I need it. I keep neglecting it. God, my poor CPU fan is just clogged full of dust and dirt and grime. But man, it does also... Oh my god, another mimic? Jesus Christ, how many of you do I need to kill? I've got to say though, this Famas is really, really, really good. I don't even have Deadshot yet. Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, purple tier rarity. It's kind of slaying. You know, like the recoil is a bit aggressive, I'm not gonna lie. But 2,000 damage off the bat is really, really good. I was not expecting it to have this much damage going into this. I actually kind of thought we were going to be struggling a bit, but it kind of smacks. I am right in the dome with that. There's just something so, like, beautifully simplistic about this game, which is why I love it so much. You can use whatever you want, you know, you can. You can play the game however you want, and you can just fly through the rounds. Like, it's round 22 now. I'm using a Famas, which isn't really, like, a go-to gun for anyone, I would say, in zombies, but, like, it's cruising its way through. I'm cruising. I'm chilling. I've got a big cheesy smile on my face, and I'm just loving life, you know? Really reliving those, like, early days of content for me. I think it might be about time I switch over to Ring of Fire. Because of late, when playing this map, I kind of come up with like a pretty good strat to just blitz through the rounds with like any gun, and it involves Ring of Fire. And I mean, the Famas doesn't really need it just yet. Like, we're up to just under 10,000 damage with tier 3 Pack-a-Punch and Deadshot. But it might be time we switch over. Definitely once we hit the 30s. Definitely once the first order spawns and I've got to take him out, I'll probably switch over then. I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but like, I really am just excited for the next year of Call of Duty. Even if zombies crashes and burns, I still feel like I've got plenty there, even just from like a fan to enjoy with multiplayer. They've basically revitalized my entire childhood with bringing back all the MW2 maps. You know, they've rebuilt them all from the ground up. They've modernized them. They've just made them hopefully better than what they were in 2009, you know, because like, let's be honest, MW2, iconic game, but it was, you know, built in a shed, basically. Very much excited for the year of multiplayer ahead. Maybe, you know, who knows? I revive my second channel and I start dropping like MW2 videos where I go for nukes with different weird guns and whatever, and start doing challenges there. Who knows? It could be fun. I think like it's definitely something I could enjoy. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, bollocks. I'm gonna get killed because I pressed the wrong thing. I now have a suppressor on my gun. Whoops. Let's just go straight back to that. Oh, I lost my camo. Oh. That's annoying. That's actually very annoying. Not gonna lie, kind of zoned out for the last couple of rounds. And as you can see, it's now around 30, and I have another lockdown to go to. And I believe this is gonna be order. This should be interesting. Hopefully, the Famas can prove itself against order. I will say as well, though, over the last, like, I don't know, 5, 7, 8 rounds, Famas has been cruising. It's definitely been cruising. We're fully maxed out. We're fully juiced. I've switched over to Ring of Fire, as you can see, which isn't actually charged just yet. But we do, in fact, have order spawning, which is not wonderful. But once I get Ring of Fire charged, I can hopefully just blitz him. Because, like, this thing has, like, just the most ridiculous fire rate. So, hopefully, I can just melt him, like, really easily. I'm hopeful it will. As you can kind of tell, it's still very much doing the business against regular old zombies. Obviously, it's not as strong as, like, you know, an M16 or the Howard or whatever else, but it's kind of cruising. Jesus Christ, look at his health. It's just, oh my, it's absolutely melting him. Famas is the best gun in the game? Hello? What the hell? I've never taken him down that quickly. Like, dead ass. M16s, RPDs, like, just all the best of the best, like, fully automatic guns. I have never taken him down that quickly. Jesus Christ, the Famas is nuts. Jesus. FFAR go barrel, what? And now I get to go back to just shooting zombies for 19 rounds. I will say as well, this has been like a very easy round 50 so far. And not just because it's Cold War, but because the FFAR actually does, like, it's good. You know, like, it's good. Like, out of all the ARs so far that I've done for the round 50 challenge, I think this one's up there. You know, like, this one's definitely like a top 3 AR. I actually, as well, I forgot to mention earlier when I was talking about this round 50 video I'm working on, I am also going to be doing like a tier list to go along with it. Like, I'm going to go through each like category of gun, and then I'm going to rank them all in a tier list, because I feel like by the end of that video, I'm gonna be like the one and only person who can tell you like a true definitive, like, this gun's good, this gun's bad, considering I will have hopefully got around 50 with every single gun in this game at one point. Oh my god, the Famas, FFAR, whatever you want to call it, it's just a bully. It's a bully. It only does about 13,000 damage fully juiced out, but like, it just smacks. It fires so fast that I think you could probably do about 2,000 damage with this thing fully maxed out, but because the fire rate is so high, it's just gonna blitz everything. It's so aggressively strong. I don't even think I'm a one-shot anymore, but like, I don't care. I'm not worried, like, in the slightest. Oh, you got a mangler? That's cute. Like, he's dead within seconds. It just shreds, man. Like, yeah, alright, it's not like the easiest gun in the world to control, because, you know, recoil and whatever is actually a bit of a thing with this gun, and it does kind of operate a bit more like an SMG, I'm not gonna lie, in a weird way, or at least it feels like it does. But man, it goes when it wants to. It absolutely hoons. But in terms of the strat I was on about earlier, this is literally it. Just pop ring of fire in this corner, and you just kill everything. There's like 3 lanes that they come from, and with ring of fire, you just absolutely blitz the entire round in seconds. Nothing can touch you in this corner. And then it runs out and you run away. Easy peasy. One thing as well that I adore about this game is them just allowing us to use every single perk. If you want to use all 10 perks, you can use all 10 perks. Obviously, I only use 9 because who in their rightful mind willingly chooses to use Tombstone? But the other 9 perks in this game, actually not that bad. Actually not awful. I mean, Death Perception's a little questionable. They literally made a perk just for Outbreak, which they then neglected for a year, pretty much. Apart from they gave us like 2 pretty annoying Easter eggs. But man, the perks, oh my god, I was not expecting a mangler to spawn there. But the perks in this game are just good. You know, I feel like each one is good in its own. Like, this game single-handedly, like, made me a stamina, like, truther. You know, like, I adore that perk simply because of this game. I would never have ever picked up, like, stamina up on, like, a Black Ops 2 or a Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, over, like, another perk. But after playing Cold War, it's one of my first choice perks. You know, it's so good. It's such an underrated, just banger of a perk. Obviously because, you know, they juiced it out the wazoo for this game with what you can do with it. But, like, my god, it's so good. And we got Deadshot, which basically kind of takes up the mantle of Double Tap a little bit, with its whole, like, double damage on the first shot if they're at full health. God, I just love this game, man. I just love this game. I've been playing for 40 minutes. It's round 34. I'm cruising. I'm big cheesing. I'm using a Famas. My PC's dying because I refuse to clean it, and my CPU's screaming at me. But I don't care, because I'm playing Cold War Zombies and I'm having the time of my life. And I can't wait to be saying that in hopefully a month's time on MW3 Zombies. Please, I beg, it's good. I know I sound like a broken record, but like, oh, I need it. My mental needs it, you know? There's only so many times I can go back to Black Ops 3. And quite frankly, I don't think I ever want to go back to Black Ops 3. Oh, okay, Mangler, not Mangler, that thing. Oh god. I will say, it does get a bit squeaky bum time if an elite does spawn in that window. Specifically if it's a mimic, because they will just fuck you up pretty quickly. Other than that, that strat works a peach. You know, it's so good. You kill everything so quickly. Although I will say, now that we're actually getting up there a bit with the rounds, the Famas against the heavily armored zombies, definitely not as strong as I was hoping. Obviously, yeah, I'm not running like the reinforced barrel or whatever it is, because quite frankly, I'd rather just have the extra damage, like the extra flat damage buff. But like, you know, it's not doing as strongly as I'd hope against the armored guys. Obviously, yet again, because I'm not using the reinforced barrel, but shut up. But it's not doing awfully either. It's doing a lot better than I expected. But like usually with Cold War Zombies, this is kind of like the time of the game where every gun starts to show its weaknesses a bit, obviously, apart from like the M16 and the Hauer, because they're just ridiculous. You know, they're absolutely busted and just kill everything for fun. Which now I'm thinking about, I really hope we have at least one gun on launch for MW3 that is just stupid good. You know what I'm saying? Like if you remember back to like launch of this game, where I think the M16 was probably the best bullet gun in the game before it got nerfed into the ground. Like I would love another moment like that where there's just a gun that kills anything and everything for fun. The Gallo as well before it got nerfed. Oh my god. The ray gun too, I guess. Oh, so that's one thing I haven't even talked about yet with the new zombies mode. They showed us the new wonder weapon for MW3, and it looks insane. Like, I mean, like insane. It's basically like if they took the shockwave, juiced it full of steroids, made it purple, and then also just kind of made it have like a love child with the paralyzer. You know, like it looks ridiculous. And I, for one, I'm very excited to never get it out of the box because that game hates me. I can already tell. I've not even played MW3 and I can already tell the box in that game's gonna hate me. Okay, shooting a zombie from range with this thing is just not the play, because your reticle bounces all over the place. But when they're up close and personal, they ain't standing a goddamn chance against this thing. You get this gun locked onto their brain, it's game over. You see what I'm saying? Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Weirdly enough, even though I think Firebase Z is probably the worst map in Cold War, I still love playing it. You know, like it's just I don't love the lockdown thing that you've got to do, like the defense wave. But the actual just like round to round killing of zombies, I absolutely love it. Oh, I can't see a thing and I'm getting a little bit scared. Die. Just everything die. Ooh, don't mind if I do. That is the only issue with that strat. Like, it can get a little bit squeaky bum time, you know, when you just get a bit overwhelmed and you start blasting and you literally can't see a thing. And then yeah, it's a little sketchy. But kind of works. It really works with a fully automatic gun. Yeah, this gun's up there. I'm fully on board the FFAR like train right now. This might be a new favorite of mine. It's definitely not like the best gun. It's definitely not the best gun. Power M16, possibly even like the XM4 are better than it. It's like, you know, obviously M16 Hauer, definitely better than it. XM4 up there, AK-47 up there, EM2 is also up there. But I think this is right along with them, you know? Like, this thing is just fun to use as well. Like, sure, it's not as strong. It's nowhere near as strong. But the fun levels are way higher. Like, way higher. See, now that is like the perfect time to run the strat when they're all just running at you straight from one, like, direction. And you just blitz everything. I know it got a little sketchy then at the end because I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing, but like when they all run at you from one direction, you pop that ring of fire and everything just goes down within seconds. It's a shame there aren't more like maps that have an area like this where you can just like pop your ring of fire and be actually safe. Like in D Machine, I know there's obviously that little spot up by the Wonder Fizz, but that requires just a little bit of finesse, which I don't have. I don't really think Maudertoten has an area where you can do that as easy. I guess maybe behind one of the tanks, possibly. By the Wonder Fizz again. Forsaken. Could you do that kind of strat on Forsaken? Maybe in the teleporter room. Like if you stood right in front of the teleporter, you could pop your ring of fire and just stand still and blitz everything easily. Oh, you see, even without ring of fire, man, it's just cruising. It's also around 40, and I didn't even like pay attention. You know, I'm just sat here, cruising and grooving, just killing things, and it's around 40. I'm 10 rounds off of 50. Yeah, you see, don't even care that there's just 2 mimics spawning right next to me. Just killing them all. Don't even care. I think it's like a 5-shot kill at this round, but because you shoot so fast, it really doesn't feel like it. If you were to do like a DPS test, I think this is probably one of the highest DPS guns in the game. If I had to say, like, just thinking about it, like, it does less damage than the M16, but because it fires just stupidly faster, you probably are doing, like, more DPS with this against bosses. I mean, we've already seen it against Order around 30. It absolutely blitzed him. But, like, goddamn. Famas #1, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna go down. Yep. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I'm gonna bleed out. No! I don't want to have to redo this. Is there a zombie in there? Oh, God. I'm in my ring of fire as well, so I can't even reload. I need... There we go. Whew. Saved by... Elemental Pop. I am so incredibly fingered. I don't know why I used that word. Yeah, okay. God damn it, man. Well, that's gonna have to be redone for the round 50, but oh well. I don't want to do that again today. I know we may not have hit the round 50 in this video, but I honestly just kind of wanted to use this video as an excuse to just vent a little bit. So yeah. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed. I will definitely update you all on when I do decide to start streaming over on my Twitter, which will be linked in the description if you want to go follow that. It will definitely be sometime this month, probably to the end of October, I'm not going to lie. Once again, I'm very much looking forward to Modern Warfare 3. 90% of the zombies community are just a big bunch of babies. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.